Hey, we're Saints. Father Chris here. Welcome to our Crucifixional Lifestream. Glad to have you beautiful people with us. There is and I might get this wrong, but there's a saying out there in the woke theology movement. It says, stay woke, stay angry. Is that right, how it says? Or stay angry, stay woke. I don't know the order of it. And, it's to continue wanting to push people towards, social change and all this stuff. And I don't care about the woke part of it, but why would we want to stay angry? Like, I understand that anger can be a nice fuel, a little fire to get you moving, right? But to live in a perpetual state of anger is horrifying. I mean, it's a sign of the inner disarray that someone's soul must be feeling. I mean, because, like I said, when you get angry for the right reasons for a brief moment to help, light your fire to get into action, that works. But to live in it, I mean, it's devastating, right? And I mean, I don't know why we want continually to foster it. Number one, many people try to foster that anger. Number two, to participate in it, right? And consume it. And three, to live in it so that it haunts, right? Job, the story of Job, suffered a lot. There's a great line, actually, in two verses in chapter 36. I'm going to read to you, and it says, "The godless in heart cherish anger. They do not cry for help when he binds them. They die in youth, and their life ends in shame." And I mean, cherish. They cherish anger. It must mean that there's such a hole, such a void inside of us that we're raging to be angry. Now, why would we do that? Sorry, let me finish that thought. Such a hole or void that we're consumed with anger. We don't know what else to fill it with, right? And I think the problem with that is, many, as we talked about at the beginning, but it's also prohibitive, right? It's when you let yourself off the hook by being angry, right? Now, that's a tough thing. Let me tell you what I mean. There are all kinds of crazy challenges, chaos, injustices, sufferings, whatever you want to say, that all of us face in life. I mean, you guys know my story. My father was killed when I was 7. I got a pacemaker, I had a TIA. There was a time where I was obese, right? I weighed over 200 pounds, and for my frame, that's a lot. I mean, I fought through all these things, but I never let any of them be an excuse for me to dwell in anger. Right? I can't. I won't. I'm fighting hard to make myself better in spite of them. I'm using them. Maybe they make me angry to give me some fuel to get out and run when I don't want to run, to read when I don't want to read, right? And to do the things that I need to do. But I don't let them be excuses. And I think this is what that consuming anger, one of the things that it leads us to, is an excuse making. It lets us off the hook because those injustices and sufferings and challenges and health issues and all those things that you face, they stink. I get it. I don't like them. Believe me, I don't like them. But they are to be transcended. They are not something that can hold us back if you choose not to let them hold you back, right? My point is, don't let yourself off the hook from becoming the most exceptional man or woman that you can be. And yes, you are going to face things that are not fair in life. That's just the reality. And while we probably should all strive for something fair or something, at least close to it, it's not going to be there, right? Overnight. You can't let yourself get lost in anger, because when you do, there is no action. There's no movement towards trying to get yourself out of your challenging situation, whether it be, as I said, health or financial or whatever the things we struggle with. You cannot let yourself off the hook. You have a responsibility to say, all right, I'm facing unfair things. I will crush them with the power of the Lord, right? Like, in other words, don't let yourself die young in shame, as Job tells us. Don't cherish anger. Cherish instead the will to fight through those things that aren't right in your world and make yourself a better man or woman. We can help you do that. That's exactly what the Warrior Saints movement is all about at warriorsaints.org. Our flagship offering, The Way of the Warrior Saint, is a program designed just for this very thing, to help us. In spite of whatever chaos the world throws at us, it is to help guide us by the teachings of the Lord to get through them. I promise you. All you got to do is subscribe. You will see quickly how powerful the teaching of the Lord is in getting our lives on track. Love you. We'll be back tomorrow, as always. Keep walking on the way of the Warrior Saint.